Hey guys, Kryptex here. So this is day 4. So today we're gonna try to finish the shed. I'm gonna show a couple things on the container that my business partner pretty much did. Is he leveled it out. So this is just temporary, but it got to the point where it is leveled, and you know, this side had to come up quite a bit, as you guys can see. And he's gonna make some kind of little platforms for this to kind of go inside those hooks there, and it sits on, and then we can anchor that down. So that'll make the city happy, because they wanted us to have this bolted to the ground, and also for security, and it's, you know, something sturdy and can stay there. So he got this all leveled out all the way in the back, and yeah. And yesterday we got the power here, but we don't have enough air. The air compressor we had wasn't big enough, so we're gonna get a new air compressor that can run the plasma torch. But we did get some welding and stuff done, and it's a little difficult because the container, the hinge is zinc, and so he had trouble last night, and it was dark out, and he was kind of learning how, you know, to get it going. So this doesn't look very good from what he said, but he's gonna get working better. But you can see the plasma cut right above it, and you can see where he was welding it. We were thinking maybe we just do this, we just screw it, get some nuts and bolts and screw in. But these hinges are gonna go across the top, 10 on each side, and then we can raise this side up, and that is our canopy. And we'll just waterproof the very top here where the hinges are. But that'll be our canopy, and we can raise it and lower it, but then we just put posts out here to have it hold up the sides. So that's how we're doing that. And so he pre-cut it and then welded it. We're gonna do that all the way down and then finish cutting everything, and we can raise it up. So that's what he did yesterday, and it did work well. He did have the plasma torch. It did work great, but he'd get like half an inch or an inch, and then it'd run out of air. So we're gonna get that fixed, get that going. Otherwise, we got this grating. This would be for the sides. So the original idea was the rebar each side, but we got this grate, and I think this was used for like pig pens or something like that. And it's way cheaper, and it's 4 gauge, so it's plenty thick, plenty secure. But it was way cheaper, and you can see these come in long strands. We only need a couple. I think these are 16-foot strands, and so we put, you know, 2 on each, or 3 on each side, and that'll cover up the, I'm sorry, 6 on each side. 1, 2, I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 will be the end, but we'll have to cut it. So the 6th one will kind of be an extra, but for sure all of 5, cut it and then put it on top of each other. So since they're 16 feet long, we can get it all there. We have a little bit extra left over. So that's what that is for. The square steel beam, some of it's for support, some of it's for support, and then have this grating attached to it. So that's what that's for. And then this is some of the conduit to run our electrical. So he did get this set up over here. So the plan with this is this electrical comes, like I said, just from outside this, just the other side of this wall is a breaker that has, breaker box has a lot of empty breakers, plenty of power that's not being used. So he made up this cord as a temp cord to then run stuff off of. And then when we're done with the container and done with the power out here, we're just gonna pretty this up, move the office right next to it, attach this, and then have our box and everything in here that's gonna run the power for the office. So it's gonna be a perfect setup. Everything's right here. It actually came together a little bit better than we originally planned. So yeah, that's where we're at. So this is day 4. So I'm not gonna be here all day, but I'm gonna try to get this done, or 99% done, as much as I possibly can. If my business partner gets here today, I'm sure he's gonna buy an air compressor and start continuing doing what he was doing. And our goal is to get this thing ready and prepped so we can paint it. We're gonna paint the entire outside. So we're gonna get rid of the rust, clean that up, He's got some primer paint you put over top the rust, and then you paint it. The inside looks pretty good, but we're still gonna paint everything because this looks pretty crappy on the outside. You know, make it more make it better for the sun, because this does get beat up on the sun all day, so kind of prevent it from overheating, but then also make it look better. We try to be nice to the other tenants, other people around here. You know, you gotta do your part too. You gotta keep your stuff looking good so everyone else looks good too, and then they're happy you're here, help them out and that kind of stuff. So that's the plan for today, day 4, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'll try to catch up at the end to show what I finished, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, Kryptex here. So today is day 5, and so this is almost done. I need to get this done. It's supposed to rain here in a couple days, so start putting the top on and kind of finish up some stuff. So that's my job for the day. My not very handy self can put this together, but yeah, we got it. You know, got the power here, and there's a box. Something kind of cool I was gonna tell you guys. So the overall layout of this is gonna be in this corner over here, be like the computer, you know, be my little computer. Over here is going to be plugins and an ASIC, and we're going to exhaust it right out this wall right here. Okay, so I have to figure out something to put an exhaust fan right there. So the ASIC is sitting right in front of the exhaust and go out. Well, this is where the door is, obviously. So where is the intake going to be? And we're going to put it somewhere in this corner, and we're actually using this this louver, and we'll set it up to where when we don't need it, we can close it. I don't know how to get this closed, okay? But then when I start using it, so, you know, to keep the rain out, keep everything out, but when I need it, we just flip it open and have all that for intake air. So we're gonna do that to where I can, you know, test stuff, but have the air so it actually gets a quality test, but yet still have this be, you know, protected and secure and waterproof, because of computers and stuff are in there. So that's kind of the plan with this. Gonna be very helpful, very useful, but I want to show you guys what my business partner got done yesterday. So I showed you the day that he did all the hinges, because remember, we're going to raise this up, and it's going to be our canopy. So we got all this side done, and he said don't make fun of them because it's zinc for the hinges, and then this is like a thin metal, and they don't burn at the same speed. So he was, you know, it doesn't look very pretty, but that's the best he could do. You know, he's a electrician by trade. He's not a welder by trade, but they're very secure. But I want to show you what the inside, he kind of got it started, kind of got it laid out, what the inside's going to look like. So let's get past our mess. And if we look over here, you kind of get an idea what this is going to be. So remember, this wall is going to be raised up, okay? So it's going to be empty here. So we got this 4-gauge grate. We actually found this, they use it for livestock, and it's I think it's 50 inches tall by 16 feet long, so we need like 6 of them for the side. But as you can see, he put on some beams here for the support, and to have the grate, we can weld it to it, and it's going to work perfect. So as you can see, he started on the other side too, but yeah, we're getting close here to where we can start popping off some sides and, you know, have this more open. And also this shelving here, he was doing some testing with it. I found all this for cheap. Actually, this is about half of it. We're gonna get more. So this is gonna be our shelving, and we're gonna be able to customize it size-wise if we want. And we're gonna be able to get all of 390 ASICs in here. Maybe a little bit more. We're talking about if we have power, and depending on what ASICs we host, we might have one of these be the door, and the other side we blow open and have the rack kind of L shape around the corner if we have the power. So we'll do that down the road, kind of seeing what we get for hosting and what we got for power and that kind of stuff. But that's something we can do. We can just make a little L here at the end, and you know, open the door up and just grade it up and add a little bit of shelving. So yeah, we're getting there. So getting to the point where this is almost to the point where we can shave off. Remember, the bottom's pretty much all shaved except for like a little bit here and there. And so if we get the support in there, get all the hinges up, we can finish cutting across the top, and we can actually raise this up and start working on making the canopy sit out there. So that's pretty exciting. Sorry, it's kind of tough to see, but it all come together. Let me get out here. But yeah, pretty excited about this. We gotta get that propane moved for the other tenants here. So that'll be out of here. But yeah, it's coming along quite well. So I'm gonna trying to get this done because it's supposed to rain in a couple days. So I'm trying to get that done, and then we're gonna finish this up to where we get all that, you know, all that cut, all that welded. We can clean up the welds. We can paint the whole thing. We got to plan to paint it, and then we can rubber gasket the top and make sure it's waterproof so water doesn't get in. And yeah, we got a couple things to do, but it's coming along pretty well. And yeah, pretty excited. As you can see, it's still sitting on those boards. Yeah, it's pretty excited here. We're actually supposed to get some rain here this week, couple little storms, and I'm not sure how bad the storms are going to be, but actually I'll probably run over here during those storms and see how the water runs, make sure we're not gonna have any issues there. But I'm not too worried about it because it's up off the ground, so it'll run away from here pretty well. You know, there's a gap there, so I can get underneath there pretty well and just run down and out. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So let me get back to work here and try to get this done today. But that's where we're at. So this is day 5, and yeah, got quite a bit going here. Pretty excited. At some point, my business partner, all the heavy labor and welding and all the big stuff that he's really good at will be done, and then a lot of it's going to be on me, setting up networks on the computers, running wire, you know, kind of getting from a computer standpoint organized and ready to where people can start sending us some ASICs to host for them. So hope you guys are excited. I've been enjoying all the comments and everything, so I appreciate that, and it's coming along. And yeah, I think by next weekend this will be pretty well done. And if we can get that much done in a week, then the rest is going to be, you know, fun stuff, hooking up and that kind of thing. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good day.